Another mild day, kind of damp, kind of gloomy, a little wet as well. Kept everything wet, had to have your windshield wipers on. Maybe you took an umbrella. That's going to continue tonight, but it is going to come to an end tomorrow. Still, any snow in sight? Well, 13 weather ball is blinking bright. That's more rain tonight. It's also green, no change to the 40s foreseen.
The 13 weather ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Cloudy, gray, damp. You can see on the pavement, it looks wet, a little shiny there. That's just damp roads and dry where the more traveled roads are, especially on the interstates. But another round of some rain coming in. It's already moving through the Lansing. Going to be into Ionia here very quickly. Probably getting into Grand Rapids here in the next hour or so. So I might have to have the umbrella before I end my broadcast this evening. Snow in Wisconsin down into Illinois where they've had some accumulation there. It's all rotating around this little low pressure system. That's why the wind's counterclockwise around that, coming in from the northeast. But that's the last of that system that provided snow out here for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in the Midwest. No snow here. Here's where the travel impacts are tonight. Wisconsin, Illinois, not here in Michigan. In fact, our impacts will be winding down. Next impact system will be in the form of some light snow flurries. That'll be on New Year's Eve day. Just flurries, nothing to accumulate on the ground. Then we start getting some colder air next week with a wind out of the northwest. Some lake effect flurries on Wednesday into Thursday of next week. Winds down a little bit, getting toward the following weekend. We start to see some more precipitation move on in. Here's where all the snow will be over the next 10 days. Just a few flurries here on New Year's Eve day. You can see 1/10 of an inch. You'll hardly notice that. But a couple of waves of energy coming through later on next week will finally maybe whiten up the ground. An inch of snow by that point, by January 4, and another inch or two on top of that toward the end of next week. Yes, we are trending a little bit colder, but not anything unusual for this time of year. Temperatures still unusual. We'll be up to about 42 tomorrow. We're currently at 43, so not much change there. 41 on Saturday with plenty of sunshine. Yes, sunshine on Saturday. And then those lake effect flurries coming in. That'll keep our temperatures in the mid-30s on Sunday. Looking farther ahead, we still have a higher chance for warmer than average temperatures from January 3rd through the 7th. And a little bit higher chance for less precipitation also during that 5-day period. Although this is system snow, most of the storms will be down to our south. So tonight, light rain and drizzle, mid and upper 30s, well above freezing, just damp roads. Similar up north, mid and upper 30s, light rain, light north wind, damp roads as well, and wet roads here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Overnight lows between about 37 and 39. 13 on your side forecast. From the 40s Friday and Saturday to the 30s from Sunday and beyond. There's that lake effect snow on Wednesday next week and the following Friday and Saturday. But in between, Juliet, we're going to see some sunshine about every third day.
So there's something everyone should like on that forecast. Yeah.
Except lots of snow.
Yeah, they would like lots of snow, someone. Thank you, George.
It's been a gray, rainy, damp day here in West Michigan. At least the area roads are just wet. In some cases, they're dry where there's lots of traffic. What's ahead for your Friday? Yes, Friday already. 13 weather ball still blinking bright. We have more rain in sight, but that's coming to an end. And also green, no change foreseen to our 40s.
The 13 weather ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Perhaps you'll be walking the dog this evening. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Kaliki. Bree, it looks like enjoys the snow, but we have rain. Got a yellow paw this evening. The rain will be developing from east to west this evening. And we'll also give you a yellow paw in the morning because the rain will be ongoing through the morning hours, diminishing in the afternoon, but not bad temperature-wise in the low 40s. At the end of the day tomorrow, we'll see our sunshine. Not a lot, but about 4 hours worth at the end of the day, and the winds continue to be very light. They'll continue out of the north, so second day in a row, not generating a lot of green electricity from the sun or the wind. Another slug of rain, though, coming in from the east around a low pressure system, rotating counterclockwise. Heavy rain now moving through in the northwestern sections of Eaton County, around that low pressure system, which is kind of just strung out here over western Lake Erie. That's that big storm system that's been out in the plains for the last several days. Finally going to be moving to the northeast. Limited impacts, minor impacts in the yellow there. No impacts tomorrow because we've got plenty of sunshine at the end of the day and sunny all day Saturday. Into Sunday, this is snow flurry activity. Just enough to remind you that it's still winter, end of the year. We'll have ongoing snow flurries throughout next week, especially on Wednesday of next week, where there'll be some lake effect. Then some sunshine after that, and then some more lake effect snow showers. The more major impacts, they're only moderate up in northern lower Michigan and the UP. And then we'll wind things down as we get toward the following Saturday. So these are just minimal, low impact kind of events. This is Sunday morning. This is New Year's Eve day morning, and then this is New Year's Day night. You can see not a lot of snow, but progressively some waves of colder air will contribute to some lake effect snow. By the time we get through, maybe 2 to 5 inches, but a lot of that will be melting as it falls. Long range outlook still says from January 5 through 11, higher chances for warmer temperatures, but an equal chance for more or less precipitation. Storm track starting to move back a little bit further to the north, but still well south of us. Light rain tonight, well above freezing. Mid and upper 30s, light north wind, mid and upper 30s north. Again, a little light rain on and off. And here, the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll see some rain, maybe a little heavier at times, some drizzle as well. Overnight lows in the upper 30s. 13 on your side forecast. Where's the snow? Snow flurries on New Year's Eve day. Next Wednesday, that'll be courtesy of Lake Michigan. And the next Friday and Saturday, highs, though, Juliet, will be back down into the 30s, a little closer to our seasonal high of 33.
And at least for the weekend, the travel forecast should be okay for people who are going back to where they came from.
Or doing any kind of festivities.
Exactly. Thank you, George. We drove in rain both to and from Pittsburgh, but much better than icy, snow-covered roads.
That was last year, wasn't it?
It was awful last year. We drove then too.
Oh my goodness. Well, glad you're back safely. Yeah, tonight it's been a little bit dicey with some of the traffic, mainly just because of wet roads and mild temperatures across the region. All of that not changing anytime soon, and so the weather ball remains green. No change foreseen. It's blinking bright. More rain in sight overnight.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Highs today climbed out of the upper 30s into the low and mid 40s, well above our average high of 33. Last year we were 42. We made 44 today, came within 1 degree of our forecast high. We have hit our target 8 days in a row now. It's going to be our second warmest December on record after 2015. We're almost 8 degrees warmer than average. It's going to be our second lowest snowfall as well. We're 17 inches below average. Not only here, but 22 inches for the season. Most areas in the Midwest have seen very little snow, including Marquette. You're 50 inches below average. You've only had 15 inches this year. Took a look at the tower cams up there. They have green lawns up there. Upper level system finally retreating to the north and east. That's why our light rain and drizzle will end right around noon tomorrow. Late day sunshine. Little dip in the jet stream. That is for New Year's Eve day. That might bring a few flurries. We'll have a series of these come on through later on next Wednesday into Friday as well, maybe Wednesday and Thursday. And it's going to be cooler with readings dropping down into the 30s. But the upper level winds still taking most of the energy to our south and keeping the cold air bottled up north. Later on, the second week of January may warm up once again. As far as the satellite and radar, there's that snow in Illinois we talked about. The rain has moved off the east coast, and there's going to be some snow in the high Sierra. But that's where the only winter weather alerts are, including there along the Mississippi River in up northern Maine. Only wind advisories are with that storm system coming on in California. This is very quiet weather pattern all across the country. Travel will be improving here tomorrow with only minor issues, and then those snow flurries on New Year's Eve day. Then a couple of waves of energy coming on through later on next week. All minor impacts to our travel here in West Michigan, maybe a little bit higher along the lakeshore, especially as we head into Friday of next week. Forecast for snow. We are going to see some light snow flurries on New Year's Eve day, and after that, we'll start to see some lake effect, a couple of rounds of that coming through later on next week, maybe a couple of inches, a little bit more up toward Traverse City. But for tomorrow, rain ending in the morning. Around 5 o'clock, we'll see some sunshine, low and mid 40s for highs. Late day sunshine, but light rain throughout the day in the morning up until early afternoon, low 40s here. And from Grand Rapids southward again, cloudy skies with rain and drizzle in the morning, late day sun, and then clearing skies tomorrow night, low 40s for highs. 13 on your side forecast. Won't drop below freezing until Saturday morning, and during the day for the next several days will be well up above freezing. Snow flurries there on New Year's Eve day, again the following Wednesday and next Friday and Saturday, but no major snow producers coming our way anytime soon.